What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today we are playing 5 maps created by my fans. They are all meant to be difficult maps with 5 locations. If you want to submit your own, go on my Discord, name it something like this one. Just challenge for Zigzag. 5 locations, you already know. So we're starting off with the first one here, interesting locations. He thinks these are locations I won't have seen before, which is interesting. We've got 8,000 points average, with the top score by someone else being 10,800. So can we beat Lentils 2020 here is the question. Obviously, we're not going to be playing 2 seconds. We'll play a minute per round here and see how we go. So hopefully these ones should be gettable, but difficult. Okay, so we're in some kind of desert here. Definitely quite a desert, but actually no, sand dunes here, which is interesting. Bunch of people seem to have white skin, so maybe Europe or something like that. Interesting, like beach. We got like some pines in the background, so I think the fact that this is a lot of sand is kind of baity. So a couple of thoughts I have here, guys. Russia or Baltic, maybe Poland as well, maybe like Sweden or Finland. I think maybe like the north coast of Poland might have something like this, though. I'm really not sure, but I kind of like that, I must say. Elsewhere could be like United States as well. Could definitely see it being United States. Apart from that, I'm not really sure. So, or maybe even Germany or something like that. So, Denmark or Netherlands. Netherlands, I was gonna say. But yeah, let's go Poland. I like that best. And okay, it was Denmark, as I said. So 2.6k. But yeah, northern coast of Denmark. There, it's not a bad start, not a great one, but yeah, happy that was at least Europe. A tough one. So I guess that might have been like land reclamation sand dunes, or maybe they're just there anyway. Anyway, this looks to be Buddhist. I think this is a Buddhist, with the wheel there, it's a Buddhist symbol. So where would we be? A Buddhist country, perhaps? We got, where's this going to be? Okay, we got a little bit of Cyrillic here. So maybe Mongolia. And we got wider number plates here. So are there any Buddhist parts of Russia? I'm just trying to think. I mean, we have a bunch of white people here, so this certainly could be Russia. I'm just trying to think of any country in Russia which would have a significant Buddhist like population. Maybe one of these Siberian cities like that, Irkutsk or Krasnoyarsk or something like that. Maybe Irkutsk could be a go here. Maybe even Vladivostok or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels more European. This architecture certainly feels European, so I hope it's not just in Moscow or something like that. We'll see. Okay, it was down here, and it was in Elista. And, oh, okay. Is this one of these oblasts? I was just watching a video about this. Is this one of these oblasts with like a large Mongolian diaspora or something like that? And so the Mongols maybe took some religion over there. Not really sure. You guys gonna have to explain to me. If I'm right, I'm happy, but might not be. We got the right country, but very few points, of course. So a tough one there. This one's like quite a tropical paradise. I like the look of this. And wow, a really interesting thing with beach either side. I don't know if I've ever seen that in real life. But yeah, we got some people kayaking down here. Certainly doesn't feel like Australia. I remember having a similar round in Spain once. Could also be like in Ukraine or something like that, or Turkey. I think I kind of like that. I kind of have seen similar ones, perhaps in Crimea or something like that. Could that be there? I'm not sure. Maybe it's too like white sand and if not, maybe Greece or yeah. This is not an easy round to be sure. What was my other thought again? What was I gonna say? Forgot what I was saying for the first guess that I had. But yeah, maybe I will leave it there. I don't know. Russia's also possible. Could be somewhere over here as well. But not an easy round. Okay, I think I will just leave it in Crimea. And wow, this was Norway. So it looks so, well, I did say tropical. It didn't look tropical, but it looked so green and lush and whatnot. And yeah, way up north in Norway. Norway's a stunningly beautiful country, but I wasn't expecting it. Maybe the hills. I could have gotten it based on the hills, perhaps. So here we have a few giraffes. Interesting. Could we be in a zoo here? The Google card doesn't tell us anything, so that's okay. We've got a sign here. The landscape kind of, well, like the buildings and stuff kind of remind me of Mexico or something, but would they really have so many giraffes over there is the question. I don't know. As for Africa, it doesn't really feel like Africa, I must say, unless it was a strange, oh, these parts over here kind of look New Zealand. That's strange. So, could it be New Zealand? I mean, these houses do not look like New Zealand, so I don't know. This plant, I don't know if you guys know the one I'm talking about, but you see that in New Zealand all the time. Regardless, I think Southeast Asia, it almost look like Romania off the bat to me, but no. Southeast Asia or Mexico here has to be my guess. I think I will go in Mexico, even though I'm very unsure. But yeah, let's just go somewhere near Mexico City here and hope for the best. 43 kilometers, are you kidding me? Oh, wow, that's really nice in Puebla. The architecture was most Mexican looking. And I have mixed up Mexico City area with New Zealand before, so that makes sense. But what a difficult round, and I'm very pleased to have gotten it there. Glad I didn't go Southeast Asia, to be sure. And here's the final round of this seed. We have a bunch of European-looking houses, but I'm going to assume we're not in Europe. Here's the woman. She's eating an apple. She's got 3 arms, so good on her. But let's look at this language. Ka denom Kunstführungen. So this second word definitely reminds me of Dutch. I must say Dutch or Danish. And the question is, Sophie. The first word was almost French looking though. So no, I do think this is Dutch. And the question is, are we in the Netherlands? It doesn't really feel like we are. So are we then going to be in one of these Dutch islands over here? I mean, it does not really feel like that part of the world to me, but that's the only thing I can think of with Dutch. Unless we were in like Indonesia. No, you wouldn't have like anything like this in Indonesia. So I guess I just have to go there. It feels, no, not at all. So, oh, it was Danish. That makes sense. I mean, it was Norwegian. That makes sense. And here we are inside a, what is this? Like an animal park or something like that. But there we go. Okay, really, really bad guess. I just thought it was Dutch, and I got caught up on that. But there were 2 locations really close together here. So we end up with 7,700, which is good. I think it was about the same as the average for this map, but yeah, not the best either. I'm sure some of you guys beat me, but the Mexico was clutch. Okay, so here we have fun with these locations zigzag from Wholesome Bread here. And we have 5 locations. Let's get straight into it. Top score. Did you catch that, guys? Let's go back here. Top score was 2,900. So can we beat Lentils? Lentils back on top, but we have to really pull up our socks here if we're going to pull this one, I have the feeling. So this one definitely feels like Central American or something. It's actually Trekker, so Costa Rica would be the obvious choice. Otherwise, somewhere in Brazil or something like that, or Central America. We've got a yellow number plate here, so Colombia looking even more likely. And so the question is, could this be anywhere else, honestly? Can we see any more yellow plates? Because if not, then we're just going to rip it in with Colombia. No plates on the bike, but yeah, we just got 1 yellow plate to really work with here. But yeah, those signposts look Colombian. So if I was going to say somewhere in Colombia, is this north or south? It kind of feels like the kind of like flatter part out here to me, out near Bogota. Actually, it could just be in Bogota, to be honest. It could be over here. This is kind of what I was thinking first, and then up here is obviously also possible, Cartagena or something like that. But let's go where I said. And, oh man, it was in Leticia, that's why. So Leticia does have car coverage with a really interesting Google car. But I didn't get the feeling that it would be right in the middle of the Amazon there. So a tough round. We're on a 6-country streak though, apparently. Can that be true? No, it's not true. I'm going to set it to 0. We didn't get 6 in a row yet. Anyhow, this one is actually some official coverage. And could it be China? I know you have a few spheres like this in China, and I don't know, it's a strange looking round. We have like a lot of cliffs, a lot of green. It's super like vibrant and strange. I think I like China the best. I'm just going to rip it in somewhere southern China in Guangdong here. Ooh, not very good. It's actually in Iran. So it kind of makes sense. Maybe if I looked at the botany side of things, I could have gotten a better score there. Looked at the kind of trees that we had, but Iran was always going to be difficult to get with such a green forest. Here we are on a beach. Or maybe not, but anyway, we have a bunch of tourists here. Seems to be people of all different races here. A lot of full drives. A lot of the time when you see a lot of full drives like that, you're somewhere in Africa, I find. The sun appears to be more to the north here, so maybe somewhere in South Africa would make sense here, although if we were in South Africa, I'm not really sure where we'd be. Maybe somewhere over here, Coffee Bay? Not really sure, I'm just kind of picking something rather than nothing, but yeah, I don't know, could it be somewhere around here? We have to have hills in the region, so that would kind of make sense for that place. That's kind of what I prefer with the four-wheel drives. That's really the only clue I can think of that's actually quite relevant here. In terms of the people, mostly white people. We've got a black dude there and an Asian dude here, so I don't know. Could be anything, but yeah, these four-wheel drives, they're gonna make me lean in South Africa. Let's see. Oh, frozen for a sec, but oh, we were in Africa, actually out in Ethiopia, and what kind of place were we at here? At Lake Karun. So, oh, it's a salt lake, that makes sense. I actually did kind of remind me of salt lakes I've seen in the past, so yeah, it makes sense. This one's interesting, snowy, super northern, presumably. Interesting houses here, almost feeling Asian or something, but they're very huge from where we are. So I don't think it's Svalbard. I don't think it's Greenland either. It does not really feel green. It could be Greenland. Could be Greenland. Let's be honest. Could be. But maybe northern Canada. I don't know. They have like very big kind of two-story McMansion type houses here. So I'm not really sure. 30 seconds to go here. Could it be Canada? I think I prefer Canada out of everything. Could be like somewhere in Russia as well, but I do think I prefer Canada here. And if we're going Canada, I guess we should go somewhere like here or maybe even further up. I don't even know how big some of these towns are. Let's go on this one here. It seems like the town is probably too small, but you know, I think it's going to be somewhere up in this region here. So let's hope for the best. Oh, no. Okay, it was Alaska. That makes sense. That makes sense. A lot of sense, actually. So we're in Ardak, and Ardak is quite a big town, so not one I'd ever heard of, but a sick location, to be sure. And, yeah, my guess is not that bad in the grand scheme of things, but, of course, very far away in terms of kilometers. 5.2k. North America being a massive continent, really. And here we are in a very beautiful one. This one is curious. Got big mountains. You know what this one reminds me of? This one reminds me of Lord Howe Island out here. Now this would, no, that's Norfolk there, so we should be about in line with, I think we're over here. Yeah, here's Lord Howe Island. So does that fit? We got the big mountains over there to our south. It's the right shape. I think we're right here. Yo, that's actually crazy. I think we're right there. And I think we're going to get the best score out of anyone on this map. Because we should have some small islands over there. I don't know. Or unless I've really baited myself and this is just a horrible guess. But the shape looks right. The shape looks so right here. And we can see that beach right there. So I think we're going to be like over here on this track here. So yeah, super happy with that. Let's get it. And yeah, 700 meters away, 4,996 points. Kim's Lookout. Could have probably looked a bit harder for that, but that's a great guess, guys. Ooh, no one thought I'd get that, huh? 6,600. We have blown the competition out the water with that one. Should have gotten better on Colombia, but the rest of them were super tough. No lie. Wholesome Bread comes through with a nice seed there. But yeah, super proud of myself with that one. Mountain Challenge. Next, Mountain Challenge. Will I do well on the Mountain Challenge? The top score is 10,000, so 10,450 to beat. I think that's well doable. Mountains, I know my mountains, so let's see. Okay, so first one here, out in the sky, very tall mountains indeed. Got a big lake of some kind here. Got a bit of a snow pole here or something like that. The mountains should be too big for the UK. They kind of had a bit of UK vibe to me, but no, it's definitely not. Too many trees as well. So where are these mountains? China? China seems unlikely as well. Caucasus? Too many trees for Caucasus. Unless I could be wrong about that. It's like a lot of broccoli type trees here. So where is this going to be? 20 seconds to go and I'm still quite unsure. Not Brazil. Not Argentina or Chile, I don't think. So maybe it is China. Maybe it is China. I'm not really sure here. If we were somewhere down here, that would make sense. I think that's the best thing I can think of, to be honest. It feels like a cold climate, so... it does feel like a cold climate, maybe further up. New Zealand, okay, it makes so much sense, man. My very first thought was that it kind of looks like or Mount Kosciuszko over here, but there's no massive lakes around there like we had in New Zealand. But yeah, there's the massive lake. It's Lake Rotorua. Yeah, should have gotten it. I think if I was thinking a few more minutes, I could have gotten that, but here's round 2 regardless. This one could be more British. Again, no, mountains too big again. This time we don't have any trees on the mountains. Norway? Is Norway possible here? Could be Norway, this one. The sun is directly to the north, so if the photosphere has the right compass settings, then we are to the south. If we're to the south, then could this be Chile? It could be. Lack of trees, though, I don't know. Got like a single tree up on this hill. It almost feels New Zealand again, you know? I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised, man. I'm actually heavily tempted to go New Zealand again here. That or like Southern America. I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't really know like where this would be. Maybe somewhere over here or something like that. But oh, wait, he wouldn't put 2 though. I really want to switch. We'll see. Philippines. Wow. Never would have guessed Philippines there. We're on Mount Pulag, and like. Comment below if you want to. Would you, like, how could I have gotten that was Philippines? I don't know. Seemed like a super tough round for me. A bit too hard. So not a good start here. Next one, hopefully I can start to get my way towards 10,000 here. This one reminds me of like Kenya or Ethiopia or maybe Tanzania, something like that. We have a mountain dog here. Interesting, pretty cute as well. Whereabouts would this be? Could also be Mexico. It feels a little volcanic or something like that. I don't know. It does have like does kind of have a volcanic vibe. These are huge mountains though, so maybe somewhere over here. I don't really know how big the mountains actually get in Ethiopia, but I assume like if we're around here, they might be about the right size. Definitely tall mountains, that's for sure. Otherwise, yeah, Mexico or like Ecuador or something like that would be my next guess, but. It's not an easy round. Certainly not an easy round. Maybe even Chile or something like that. It's also possible. Pyrenees? I don't think it's Pyrenees. But let's check out Ethiopia, shall we? Oh, it was Peru. Okay, so I had Ecuador. Peru, that makes sense. Up in the Green Mountains. So this one's been a real fail so far. I said I know my mountains, and I've clearly not so far based on the score. So here we go. It's a big lake. Very green, kind of rocky mountains here. This one might feel more Caucasus, finally. No trees. Could it be... It almost feels like a glacier lake, though. So could it be something like... Greenland. Not Greenland, but maybe Norway. Northern Norway or something like that. I mean, my two options here are very far apart from each other, but... Maybe Georgia is better. Just find a lake down here somewhere like that. I don't know, something like this, maybe. It's a tough round, it feels very high altitude, but I think ultimately with the complete lack of trees, I do prefer Caucasus. It doesn't feel that cold, like this feels like fairly normal vegetation, not like super inhospitable. So I'm gonna go for that, we'll see. And, ooh, not terrible. This one was actually in like Kashmir, over here in... Well, depending on who you ask, China, India, or Pakistan, or whatever. But yeah, Pakistan, essentially. And a beautiful round, and we actually pull a few points, which I'm happy about, but still not very good. So we need to redeem ourselves here. This one I think I've had before. I think this is on the top of Mount Kosciuszko in Australia, which is what I was saying seems like similar to New Zealand. Now, I could be wrong. So let's take a look around here. Oh, I remember in that one there was like a drink bottle somewhere, so... Do I see a drink bottle? I don't. So maybe this isn't. Maybe these mountains are too tall. Could it be? I still think it kind of looks like Mount Kosciuszko, to be honest. I just remember in that particular photosphere, that's a person lying down, actually. Oh, there's a drink bottle there. Okay, I do think it is Mount Kosciuszko then. So hopefully I've remembered this right. I mean, part of GeoGuessr is remembering where you've had before, because... Otherwise, how are you gonna improve? But yeah, here's the Summit Walk, and it kind of ends over here. I think I'm just gonna click where it says Mount Kosciuszko there. So let's see. Ooh, oh, man, not at all. This one was in Greece, boys. This one was in Greece, top of a Greek mountain. We should have been talking to the gods, you know. But anyway, 850 points, a mega fail there. And, oof, that's pretty tough. That is quite tough. But, yeah, let's head into the next seed, guys. Forget about that one. This one's challenged by Noah Slater, so let's get into his here. 1 minute per round, as usual. The first one, in a church here. Oh, no, not a church. We've got Star of David, so, we should be in a, is it gonna be inside a temple? Inside, what's the word? inside a synagogue, that's it. We have the Torah here and some Hebrew, so yeah, definitely inside a synagogue somewhere. These ladies, are they kind of dressed American? Could it be like, could it be in America? I don't know. The like ceiling fan and everything does feel a little American to me. Oh, these guys over here almost feel like central. I don't know, let's see what it says over here. Something. Ooh, synagogue. PSW. Oh, we don't have much time here. Still think I prefer US, but this name ending in ooh kind of reminds me of Australia, I can't lie. So let's just guess in Kansas. Let's go Kansas City here. No real clue about what it's going to be. I was struggling for words, and this one was in India. So the white ladies made it difficult for me. And yeah, there we go. This was, oh, that's why it ends with Yahoo. It's Indian language there, and so yeah, that's a synagogue in India. Don't really know how many Jews there are in India, but an interesting one to be sure. Next one is fairly dry. This one's definitely a challenge. Savannah, maybe? Definitely like white dirt here, which is curious. Maybe Namibia. I don't mind Namibia here. I'm not sure how many mountains Namibia has. Obviously, we only have hills here. Yeah, so I think I like Namibia. It just kind of reminds me of a bit of like an Australian climate, but also a bit hilly, a bit African looking. Could also be like Zambia or Zimbabwe or something like that. Madagascar also well possible here. Maybe even India or something in Central Asia, but I'm going to go for Namibia here. Maybe a bit further north where it's a little bit less dry, but let's go there. Oh wow, it was Aussie. I said it reminded me of Australia. So this is in Wolf Creek Crater. So I wonder like how that crater came to be, of some kind of asteroid or something, but yeah, certainly in a part of Australia that I've never seen before out there. And we're about the right latitude, so that's some saving grace, but very white dirt for WA, I'll say that much. It's quite interesting. Well, this one's cool. We're like looking out from like a hut out. Maybe this one feels more African. 30 species of something. Fire extinguisher. These signs, the no smoking sign doesn't look like an Australian one to me. So yeah, this one would feel kind of, I don't know, Botswanan or something like that perhaps. Kind of reminds me of, what did you say, safari kind of, savannah kind of thing going on there. So, yeah, and also like the bush hat and everything. This could be Australia again. They're not Australian power outlets, so that's good. We'll go for Africa here. Let's go somewhere in the Kalahari Game Reserve. I like that. How about Gope? Let's see Gope, shall we? Ooh, not bad. It was Namibia, back to back. Okay, that's actually kind of surprising. If I had have guessed, I think I guessed right there in Us. So if I had guessed there, wow, I would have had a good score. But Botswana's still fine. We still get one country over, so not too bad. Next one feels like black screen. Oh no, we got it. Painted white at the bottom of these trees, so definitely feeling Soviet. We got like some concrete poles here. I always like to say that they look like Belarus, but still unsure. Some houses. Yeah, Belarus definitely feels possible here. Maybe Chernobyl even. Could this be Chernobyl, like an abandoned Chernobyl round? I don't know. I think these power poles look too new. Yeah, almost certainly. So somewhere in Russia, Ukraine, or Belarus. I kind of like the area in the radio ecological reserve here. I like that. So let's just guess in like the nearest town over here, in this place just near Chernobyl. Where's actually Chernobyl? Should be somewhere around here. Here's Chernobyl, and so Chernobyl, the majority of the radioactive zone's actually inside Belarus because the wind happened to be blowing that way that day. But let's see if we're right. Ooh, actually Moldova. Okay, so even though we guessed 2 countries over, we're about as close as we could have gotten, so still pretty good. Next one, round 5. Here we are in a green place. We got a church here, probably a church of some kind. Interesting. Very, very green. It should be Europe. Should be like Austria, but it's very flat. So, maybe Slovenia or something like that. Definitely reminds me of the Austrian climate. Sun is to the south, so northern hemisphere. That's simple enough. Big hills, red roofs. Czechia. I don't know if you'd have a new kind of church like this in Czechia. Maybe you would. I kind of like Czechia here. If it's not going to be Austria, maybe near the border there. I like somewhere around here. Either northern Austria, southern Czechia. Let's see if I'm right. And, ooh, it was actually in Bosnia, so a tough round, and that was very beautiful. Bosnia may be more beautiful than I thought here, but yeah, 3.5k. We end up with 9.3, so a good score. What was the highest score for this map again? I actually don't remember checking. So 9.3, definitely. I don't know how people are getting that, but definitely our score was. You know, it was okay. So let's head into the last one. This one's made by KEKW, hardest map, including underwater Earth, aeroplane round, and many obscure unlikely rounds. So let's see what KEKW has in store for us. So what's the high scores here? The high scores, 5.9k. After 54 people played it, the highest is 5.9k. So expecting a very challenging map here indeed, and if we get anything more than 6,000, I'm a genius. So here's the first one. So like this is interesting. Yes, something all. Bit of English there. Okay, this one immediately reminds me, no, it's too developed. I was gonna say it immediately reminds me of a town I saw back up here in one of these towns here, but I don't think any of these towns are big enough. That one's definitely too small. I'm gonna take my time checking these because, okay, this town might be big enough here, you know? Dutch Harbor, I don't know. I just remember seeing, so we got like, these buildings could be American. Swarovski. I think that says Swarovski, like the jewelry thing. And these cars are quite European, so I don't know, maybe it's like Europe, maybe it's like Norway or something like that. I don't know. I want to keep my guess where it was because it just kind of reminds me of there, but these mountains are huge as well. Could it be like Vancouver as well? Also, like, kind of reminds me of BC, so I don't know. Let's just find out. Let's just find out here. And man, so yeah, Austrian cars. I mean, it was definitely a bunch of, yeah, it was Swarovski. So definitely a bunch of European cars and 6 points there. So right in the Alps. That round was not that hard. I kind of psyched myself out by guessing in Alaska there, but yeah, interesting round for sure. Kind of low quality. I feel like if it was an HD image, maybe I could have gotten it. Next one is in a destroyed location. Oh, University of Hawaii. So maybe it's a bait location. Hopefully not. I shouldn't have looked at that. Green number plate here. Do they have green number plates in Hawaii? I mean, if it's one of the hardest locations, surely this isn't Hawaii. Surely this is somewhere else in the Pacific and they've just come and helped. It's definitely trashed. Like, wow, it got really, really destroyed here. Bahamas? It feels like Latin American architecture. It does not feel like Hawaii to me. Bahamas or something like that? Green number plates. I think they might use, they use brightly colored ones over there. I'm not sure about green. Oh, Belize. I had a Belize round recently with green plates. How about that? I don't really know how, like, Belize seems like the type of place that might get struck by some huge earthquakes and stuff. So, tsunamis or whatever. So, I don't mind it, bro. I don't mind it. Let's see Belize. Green number plate? Oh, not bad. It was Bahamas, man. I wish I went for that. Oh, it's so sad, but still a decent score. Puts us on the map at least. So the bait, Hawaii car. There you go. So this was Spring City, around about there. So, tough round. Green number plates, brightly colored number plates. Belize. Bahamas. They're always using brightly colored ones over there, which is interesting. This one's dead dry. Somewhere in the Sahara or in Australia. It's like a lake here. This could be like Israel or something, because there's a lot of tourists. If you have a lot of tourists like this, you got to wonder, is it somewhere where a lot of tourists go, like Israel? So they might be on like kind of a pilgrimage in Jordan. Where's Petra? Where's Petra? Where they have the famous caves and cave like monuments and stuff like that. I forget what they're called, but maybe I'll go on the Jordan side here. I don't know, or somewhere. Let's look for anything like national park here, columns. I don't know. Maybe the Great Arch. Maybe it's near the Great Arch in southern Israel. Let's see. I don't mind that. Oh man, Namibia. Okay. So yeah, definitely a super tough round. They're near Hidden Vlei. So no idea what that is, but a bunch of Namibia is the theme of this map, or this today's games. But anyway, we got a steering wheel on the left-hand side here, so a right-hand drive here. Turkmenistan. Immediately Turkmenistan came into my mind. Red number plate there. Okay, this is Oman. I've seen those number plates before, man. So let's see if we have the correct compass. We're like it's kind of hilly, kind of in the middle of nowhere though. Maybe even over here. No, that's too mountainous over there. And these enclaves are too mountainous. So yeah, just somewhere in Oman. But if it's super tough, maybe it is somewhere down here. So maybe I'll just guess in the middle of the desert. Go for the hedge, because we want to get on the leaderboard here. And maybe this hedge would be enough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that red on the number plate means Oman. Let's see. Ooh, let's go. Okay, we're moving up. So do we actually have the highest score on this map now? That's the question. Suffice to say, if we get another decent guess, we're definitely there, but the hedge pays off, and we are super close. Okay. Man, I wish I guessed Bahamas. I think I'm already there. 6,000 points, I think I'm already there. But this one's interesting. We got some people here. Some nice forest. So, Africa, Asia, Caribbean. That's kind of our options here. These people are almost like Mexican looking or something like that, not really sure. Could be like islander people as well. Got a white lady here, not sure about him. So, different options. Ethiopia, kind of looks like Ethiopia. Maybe Philippines, Papua New Guinea? Ooh. Do I like Papua New Guinea here? It's a big, Is it too developed? I think Papua New Guinea has like super thick forest everywhere. Well, it's not easy. Big city over here. So I don't think Papua New Guinea was a city that big inside a valley. So Philippines versus Ethiopia here. I'm gonna go Philippines. I don't know. I have a feeling about it. Let's see. Oh man, Mexico, as I said, they kind of look Mexican. Nicaragua is that round. So 6,000 points, and that is the conclusion of the episode. But before we go, let's see if I was really the top scorer. And yes, we were just the top scorer, so beating out a couple of others here. Guys, thanks very much for watching to the end of the video. Appreciate you guys always, and yeah, smash like, send in your own maps, and yeah, looking forward to doing the next one already. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.